Hey guys, and welcome to Morning Friends with R.O.T.N.
Why are you talking so slow? What the fuck is wrong with you?
God damn it, give me a second. I'm trying to...
Speed it the fuck up!
I am soothing the audience.
Nobody needs this fucking garbage. Hurry up with your being fucking slow!
Hello, audience. I hope you're having a wonderful
I hope
day.
the audience shits all over you fucking son of a bitch!
You ruin everything.
You ruined my life! Holy fuck, outer space is endless.
We've been here for going on 2 years now.
2 years?
No water, no food. We will definitely die floating amongst these beautiful stars.
It is beautiful, but where's the podcast?
The podcast is far behind us now.
No, that
Yes.
cannot be.
Podcast cannot quench your thirst or feed your hunger. Podcast is no more.
My heart feels cold now.
Our whole everything is cold.
Well, there's the Milky Way.
That's not the Milky Way. That's my spleen. I sneezed it out in the cold vacuum of space.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Goodbye, cruel world. Hello, starshine.
Goodbye.
Holy shit. This episode is gonna be fucking amazing.
I'm so fucking happy. Oh, where'd that boy at?
Boy, you guys, you hold on, because Vic and File finna come on here and violate your fucking ear holes.
He's on his way. Get ready.
That boy in the bone face is finna make your knees knock like you ain't never been knock-kneed before, you motherfuckers. We're like the bargain bin of podcasts. Let's be honest here.
You said, let's be honest.
Let's
Hey,
be
here I
honest. Fuck R.O.T.N.
Yeah.
Combat Park still needs your help. We have been under the control of Sergeant Chaos for almost a year now. So many people came to help us last year, but it just wasn't enough. Though his forces dwindled, we have still been under his control to this very day. However, we fear that Sergeant Chaos was only a precursor to the suffering to befall us. A dark shadow now descends from across the sky, and with it, a new and more powerful plague will be unleashed onto our city. Enter the City of Chaos and help us to understand and destroy this new darkness we have yet to face. Do not let Sergeant Chaos's minions get their hands on your soul. Help us push back his army and this new impending threat. Once you escape the City of Chaos, mount up with friends and blast away the remaining hordes. Our experts will give you a crash course in our weapons and offer a shooting range to make sure you have all the tactical training you need. Join our convoy out of the city and become the swift hammer of justice against Sergeant Chaos and his legion of monsters. Be the hero that will restore hope over our City of Chaos. Become the light to push back these dark clouds that have sullied our once beautiful sky. There are 4 exciting ways to experience and help us protect the City of Chaos. First, test your skills against our new escape rooms, alone or with a group of friends. Find out if you have the fortitude to escape the City of Chaos with your soul intact. Prove you are capable of collecting and deciphering puzzles created by the devious Sergeant Chaos. Show us how worthy you are to be the hero we so desperately need. Second, Enter our city and help us discover this new cloud that has settled in our night sky. Descend into your worst nightmares as you search for clues and ways to defeat our captors. Stealthily traverse your way past the graveyard that looms hauntingly silent on the horizon. Descend into the depth of evil that has burrowed into Tunnel 109. Beware, Chaos will have his monsters around every corner, waiting to capture and enslave you just as he has to us. Escape through the pumpkin patch and out the saloon to meet up with other resistance fighters in our midway. Third, begin your final training with the other troops of justice. Discuss your findings and strategies with others. Have a rest and a snack from one of our meal-ready vendors. Even take up arms in our shooting gallery as you get ready for the real battle ahead. Fourth, jump onto the convoy and arm yourself for the most thrilling ride of survival and valor. Push back the armies of chaos with your marksmanship. Dispatch and destroy all of Sergeant Chaos's minions while you battle this new darkness. Free us once and for all from the clutches of his sinister army of freaks. Bring back hope and light to our citizens who have been terrorized for far too long. Become the hero of chaos, we beg of you.
And welcome everybody back to Morning Friends with R.O.T.N. We are so glad you guys decided to join us today. And boy, oh boy, do we have a treat for you. On this particular episode, we have a mecca of badassery, a young badass bone-faced motherfucker named Vic is Vile. Now let me hand it over to Grim for the introduction.
Yes, we have the amazing Vic is Vile. He is a scare actor and beautiful online personality. Welcome, Vic.
Vic!
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What's
Yay.
up? Thank y'all for having me on, man. I'm so excited to be here. Like, you don't even know, dude. I'm like smiling fucking ear to ear right now.
Dude, when I first talked to you and you were like, "Oh, holy shit, you're gonna be blah 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 blah." I can't look. This is me right now. I can't even fucking talk.
I know.
That he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be on your podcast. I'm honored." I'm like, "Fuck, dude." I thought I'd be like, "Hey, you want to be on your podcast?" Like, yeah. Hold on, let me check my calendar, bro, because you're fucking badass, dude.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I try, man. Like, I haven't been in the industry very long, but I've had a lot of great mentors and stuff that have helped me kind of get to the point to where I am. And you know, I appreciate that, hearing stuff like that. And people think I'm badass and they like my character and they watch all my stuff. It's like, it's crazy to hear that, you know, because I never thought I'd be to this point where I'm at now.
Dude, I remember your last mask until you got the beautiful broken bone mask that you've got now. And dude, watching you come up, dude, like, no shit, man. You feel like a fucking brother to us, dude.
Thank you. Thank you. It's crazy because I remember when I first started, the first way I was introduced to R.O.T.N was through Tommy Voorhees. So I used to see him a lot. He was always showing off the R.O.T.N stuff and all that. I remember going to the stream one day and I was like, hey man, you know, what's the R.O.T.N thing? What is that? Because I've seen it around a lot. I've seen a lot of people repping it and all this stuff. And he kind of explained it to me and told me about it. I was like, man, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then he did a duet with Grim and Brandy. And I seen the video. I was like, oh, that's such a badass video. I want to duet that too. So I remember I duetted it. And we started mutually following each other. And then from then on, I just kind of kept up with y'all from then and seen all the amazing content y'all put out. I watch you guys' YouTube videos, all that different shit, man. I'm always there, you know, watching. Even if I don't comment, I'm usually there lurking somewhere watching all the stuff. So
nice.
It's fucking it's crazy that, like I said, that I'm here now, because it's so weird seeing y'all online and then now being able to talk to you. It's like y'all know who I am, and it's like, wow, you know, these people know who I am and shit. So it's really weird.
Dude, you know what? I cannot tell you how many times we'll reach out to somebody who we're like fangirling over, like, dude, this dude is so fucking badass. We got to talk to this dude. And then they're like, oh, y'all are so badass. And I'm just, you know, I'm just a regular guy. No, fuck that shit. Here's the thing, everybody in the industry, get conceited. It is okay. You don't have to be a dick to be conceited.
Exactly.
But you're a fucking badass,
with
dude.
being conceited or being selfish or loving yourself or having that. I think that's fucking beautiful. That builds yourself. That it builds your self-esteem and everything. It's needed.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate that very much, man. It's nice to hear that shit. And if anything, it just motivates me, to keep doing what I'm doing and knowing that I'm on the right path and, making all these great connections with different people and networking and getting invited to a podcast like this. It's just it's a big goal. It's something I can check off my list for sure.
Right. Well, you can check it off your small list. There are way better podcasts
There
out there.
actually are.
Oh, no. I try to listen to a few different haunt podcasts, and this is probably one of my favorites that I actually listen to on the regular. It'd be this one and the one that Mark does from Arx Mortis, the Haunters Hangout or Haunters Handbook. Sorry.
Yeah, I think
That's a
I've
great
heard
one.
a couple of episodes, man, but I haven't gotten deep into it. But I will definitely check it out based on your recommendation for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I listen to for haunt tips and stuff like that. So y'all two are my main two that I listen to. So y'all are the pinnacle podcast for me.
Dude, you don't know how much that means to us.
Oh yeah,
so,
man.
Tell me a little bit about Sworn Evil.
So Sworn Evil is something I created. Well, I won't say me personally. So actually, I had Lucy Screws, who's a friend of mine. She gave me. We were talking about group stuff and all that one day, and I was telling her I got all these ideas and all these different things I want to do, and she's like, well, "Why don't you just start your own group? Why are you trying to join other groups or find a group that would kind of fit you?" And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I actually made a friend named Vasil. Shout out Vasil. He's out there. He lives out in Alabama as well. He worked in
nice. Well, pass with him.
Yeah. He's real cool, man. He's young actually. He's 17. He used to do home haunts and all this other stuff when he was younger. So he's been in the industry since he was 6, I think. So he has a lot of experience and a lot of connections. And so I said, well, he's the perfect guy for me to kind of do something like this with, because he knows so many people. He knows how to network and all this other stuff. And I kind of understand the social media side of stuff. So I said, well, we put 2 and 2 together. Maybe we could start something pretty cool. So this was about, I think we're going on 2 months now of being a group. And our purpose and our goals with it is to kind of help out the haunt community in terms of helping newer actors, kind of develop characters, kind of bringing live stream entertainment to people who enjoy, viewing that type of content. Because for me, I consume a lot of haunt media, and I take that as a getaway from my everyday life. That for that little bit I'm watching, one of your YouTube videos or watching somebody's live stream, I forget about my everyday job. I forget about, work and all the stresses and problems I have. I'm there just laughing and enjoying the content that I'm seeing in front of me. So I kind of want to bring that to people as well. And overall, I wanted to bring in other haunters who I think could, who had the same mindset that I did and wanted to accomplish the same goals as me, that could help represent our group as well. So that's where I have the icon thing kind of came in, where I'm kind of recruiting people from different haunts and all that to kind of help me grow this, grow the group, and be able to create more media to push out and all that type of stuff.
Well, I'd easily say that since you hit Sworn Evil, man, you guys, all of you guys, are popping up way more often on FYPs and main pages because of that connectivity. And really and truly, dude, what you're doing, same notion as us, dude. We couldn't be more proud. We want so many more people to be doing this exact same thing, dude, because bringing those people together and having those links to make the community a cohesive existence that aids in every single person's development and every group's development. And in the end, that brings more people to the haunts.
Oh yeah. And I think that there's so much negativity that goes on in the haunt community that I've seen myself, and I've been around. When I created my character, a lot of people I worked with at my old haunt didn't like the idea, would talk down on me a lot. They see me growing on TikTok, I'd get a lot of shit for it and all this stuff. And I think there's so much hate and negativity that it shouldn't be like that. Everybody should kind of want to work with each other, try to uplift each other and just be a little more positive, man, because at the end of the day, we all kind of do this for fun because we enjoy it. And the last thing I want to do is come, to the haunt where I feel safe at, and I got people fucking bashing me and doing all this other extra shit that, I don't want to hear or deal with. I'm there to have fun and have a good time and enjoy myself. And then I don't see any room for the negativity type of stuff in the industry.
I totally agree with you. And go ahead, Grant.
Fuck yes. I have been lucky that the haunt that I work at doesn't try to breathe down our necks about what we do. They are all about us having fun and doing what we do and promoting the haunt and each other. So I haven't had to go through that, but I see that with a lot of people, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know, man. I feel bad for people who have to go through it because it ends up pushing a lot of people away, especially people who are doing it for their first season. They kind of get into the drama, or somebody's just doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and it gives the industry a bad rep. There's so many
I
people
agree.
that I've made a lot of friends, who are first season haunters, and then they end up quitting because they have a bad experience with somebody or something just goes wrong. And I feel bad for them. I'm like, dude, we shouldn't be represented in that type of light. So one of the things with Sworn Evil I want to do is, like I said, is kind of bring a positive outlook to the community. That's the hope. I think if somebody can see our videos on a For You page or just come across one of our streams or something, I'd hope that they get a good laugh out of it, get a smile out of it, something like that. And they think, you know what, maybe the Haunter people, they're not that bad. Maybe they're not that bad after all.
Right. I think it's high time for us to change the narrative about our community, because dude, you know how easy it is for people to say, like, oh, haunters are specifically these people. Let's change that, dude. Let's break that. I want people to think that the haunt community is the most open and welcoming community, because I'll tell you, we have so many different people on so many different spectrums.
Yes,
And
we do.
I'd love to say that each one of them has great morals and has all these, but it's not necessarily, they don't line up with us, but that doesn't matter, dude. What matters is that if we haunt, if we scare, we have that in common, and we can build everything off of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's so true, man. I think it's so true that at the end of the day, we should all be able to kind of work with each other. When I first got into the industry, the first thing I said was, man, haunters are some of the nicest, most welcoming people I've ever met in my life. Like, everybody was so nice to me, and I was so nervous because I'd never done any type of acting before or anything like that. So, coming in there, I'm that quiet person who sits in the back, doesn't talk to anybody. I didn't make friends for like 2 weeks. But once I actually started, talking to people and getting to know everybody, I was like, man, these are some of the nicest people I've ever met. And I've met some of my best friends through the fucking haunt industry, man. And it's just crazy that how it seems so divided sometimes. I feel like we should all kind of just be able to come together and support each other and network, man. I feel like there's so much we can do together, and it's harder to do that when you're divided.
Yeah, I honestly think a lot of that comes, even if you ping that back to like mainstream media or anything like that, I think that comes down to one or two bad apples that try to convince everybody that they are like them, when it's more likely that people are like us.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely, I agree with that, man. And it's like, you can't have one type of person trying to rule over everything, and not everybody can be the same. We all have our own personalities, and we all have our own likes and dislikes. And so we're not always going to agree on everything, but at the end of the day, we can all still kind of get along and respect each other. And, we're all doing this. Like I said, we all love this. We all have a passion for it. So it's easier to, I'm trying to think of how to word it. It's easier to accomplish your goals and stuff when you can work together, man. Two heads are better than one.
Oh yeah. And we've, here in Alabama, we have, around 22 to 30 different haunts. And there have been haunts in the past that were like, oh, I've got to be the best. I've got to be better than these guys. And I always tell them, like, listen, if you eradicate every haunt around you and you pull all the money and you're the only one doing it, you do realize that your business model is going to fail, because the more haunts, the more interest there is in haunts, period. And being that we can grow like 30 to 40 haunts in Alabama where we're at, trust me, they don't love us here. They do not. Well, maybe not us, because when they talk to us, but just the idea of like haunted houses, like, even tonight, guys coming in and telling us, oh, all those people are going to hell. And it's like, all right, cool. But you know what? All my best friends will be in hell. So we're having a fucking party, bro.
Yep, exactly. That's the way you got to look at it, man. Yeah, I mean, I see the competition thing a lot too with haunts. I've not myself, but my haunts that I've been in, I've been involved in stuff like that. And for me, I'm a very big fan of going through haunted houses. I love acting them as much as I love going through them. I'm a big fan of just being a customer. So I go through every haunt here in Houston. And I've been through them all. And, when there's haunts that are fighting with each other and telling me I can't go visit one haunt because my haunt has beef with them and all this shit, I'm like, dude, I'm a customer, goddammit. I may act there, but I don't have any beef with you. I don't have any problems with you, and I hate going through stuff like that. It's like, I just want to go and enjoy the haunt, bro. Like, that's all it is. I'm not there trying to cause problems.
Yeah, when people act like it's a turf war or some stupid shit like that, like why? That makes no complete sense. We're all doing the same thing.
Like,
why?
if you want to go to war with somebody and you're in the haunt community, go to war with like banks or something. Like, go to war with a community that's completely different than yours, not your own people, man.
Yes.
They're your people.
Yes.
Exactly. Very well worded.
Let me ask you this. Why don't you give us a little information about you have a home haunt currently? Yes.
I don't have a home haunt. My friend Vasil used to run one when he was younger. This season, I'm not sure where I'm working at yet. I'm working at a brand new haunt for like 2 weekends, I think, out here in Bryan, Texas. But
nice.
Yeah, it's like brand new. The guy bought like 50 acres of land, and it's like this big old theme park he's turning it into. But that's where I'll be at for this season. For the most part, I was planning on. That's in Bryan, Texas, like an hour and a half from Houston.
What's the name of it?
Delusion Scream Park.
Delusion Scream Park. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a fucking badass name too.
Yeah, it's real nice. The guy's first season opening it up, and he's been working at it. He works at it by himself. He's put like a bunch of money into it and a bunch of time. And I've recently connected with him like a month ago, and we've been talking on and off. And he's opening 2 weekends out there, so I told him I'll go out there and act with them and go teach the people and do all this other type of stuff with them. So I'm looking forward to that because it's brand new, so that's a lot of new actors, a lot of new faces, and I want to make sure everybody gets kind of the right experience their first year haunting.
Hell yeah. And also I'll say this. Earlier you were saying you were the guy that sat in the corner, and then when you opened up it was this. I cannot even imagine you from just this interaction, from watching you on live. I can't imagine you being the guy in the corner. Like, you have such a fucking amazing personality. You are genuine. You just have a great nature about you, dude. You draw people in.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm the exact opposite out of character. I am the most quiet, shy person you'll ever meet in your life, man. Like, you don't even notice I'm in the room. Like, literally, if you see me without my mask and you wouldn't know I was there. You wouldn't know I was Vic. And people tell me that all the time. The people that have seen me outside of my character and get to know me, like, dude, you're so fucking quiet. You're so different. Like, you're not loud. You're not talking as fast. All this different stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's weird how you just put a mask on and then this thing just comes out of you. You just kind of transform into something different. It's so weird.
Well, I can easily tell you this. Out of mask, trying to be quiet, I promise you, if Grim finds your ass, there is absolutely, she will be all over your ass. I promise.
You would probably find me the most irritating person ever.
Oh my gosh. I love people like that though, because it does kind of get me to come out of my shell a bit. You got to kind of poke at me a few times before I am able to open up. But yeah, that's usually how I am. Like right now on the podcast, I'm like I'm being very talkative. It's easy to talk because I'm not showing my face. I'm not in front of you. So it's like, I could do it over the mic easily. But if it was in person, I'd probably be like, real quiet and just like, yeah, no, like that type of thing. It'd be a totally different thing. So
I promise you, Grim would run up and just jump on your head and
I wouldn't jump on his head
and ride you like Mad Max.
That is stupid. What?
Come on, Mad Max.
She's too small, man. I don't think she'd make it on top of my head. What is she, like 5 feet?
So,
but I can actually relate in a way to when I joined a haunt. I didn't have any other family. I didn't have anybody. I had my daughter, and she joined the haunt with me. But it's like I can't say that it got me to come out of my shell, but it did open my mind up to something absolutely new and somebody to relate to, like all sorts of people to relate to. I didn't have that before, and now I feel like I have a family. I didn't have that.
I get that. I get that 100%.
So we know that you do some Twitch streaming also, and I saw that you play Multiverse on there. What are your go-to games when you're Twitch streaming?
So before I had my character, I used to stream regularly, as myself, as a regular person, and I used to play a lot of horror games. The horror community was something real big on Twitch. Well, actually, not real big. It was real small. And so I said, well, let me go try making games over there. So I'd play Friday the 13th. I'd play Dead by Daylight. I'd play Emily Wants to Play, just any scary game you could think of, Outlast. And I actually ended up building a real nice community with that. And so, God, I say a lot. I was trying to make sure I don't say a lot.
Don't worry about that shit, man. Hey, listen, P.S. audience, if you have a problem with anything we say, then go listen to a real fucking podcast.
I love that shit. So I started doing those type of games and stuff. I built up a nice following, had a good viewership and stuff. I got fucking lazy somehow. Playing video games, you figure how you get lazy playing video games. Well, I got lazy and tired of it. I stopped doing it for a while. So I came back as my character, started streaming on there a bit. And now I kind of play whatever the fuck I want. It just kind of depends, man. I still kind of stick to the horror stuff. The multiverses thing we did was actually a tournament I did for Sworn Evil like a week ago, like a little haunt season kind of tournament, just to kind of get people, other gamers and haunters, to connect and kind of make friends. So we ended up playing in this tournament, and I have a Discord thing for Sworn Evil, so we all kind of joined in the Discord, and we got to kind of meet with new haunters and just kind of make new friends and stuff, man, and have fun and playing a tournament. I put like fucking $15 up as the prize. I mean, I just took money out of my pocket. I'm like, here, man, you know, I'll get first place. Thankfully, I won first place because I won my $10 back.
Nice.
I won my $10 back, so I only had to pay out $5.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm about to go hard as shit. I'm not losing $10. I'll lose $5. I'm not losing the whole thing. Goddammit.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I was determined. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to do, just to kind of bring people together, man. Introduce people to new haunters that they never met around the country. Because if it wasn't for Vasil, my friend I was telling you about earlier, he's introduced me to a lot of people, and I've made so many friends, you know, throughout the community now, and especially on TikTok too. I've made a bunch of connections myself, you know, like getting to meet you guys and Blood and who else have I met? I've met a bunch of different, you know, cool content creators.
Well,
like
I
that,
saw that you did a lot with our friend Dozer.
Oh yeah, Mr. Dozer, somebody I met as well.
He is a fucking badass, dude. I love Chris. He is such a badass.
Real nice guy, man.
But man, again, and it blows my fucking mind. You saying you're quiet. I can't wrap my fucking head around it, dude. You are such a fucking personable guy. Like, and I know, like, a lot of people, when they put a mask on, there are some people that we'll meet that's like, okay, my character is an asshole, or my character is, dude, you're just a magnanimous person in your character.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Like, yeah, like I said, I really am just a quiet person. Like, it really is me. But when I get in that character, I'm just like, I become the center of attention, is the way I see it. Like, I'm the fucking star.
Yeah.
Like, all eyes are on me type of shit. So that's how I act. So I'm over there strutting a certain way. I'm fucking throwing myself around. I'm throwing tantrums. I'm playing paper, scissors, rock. And I'm just like, I'm sneezing on people. I'm doing just whatever the fuck comes to mind. And I'm like being, you know, I think I like about myself is that I can make you cry. I can make you laugh. I can make you happy. I can make you sad. I can be your best friend. I can make you hate me. I can just give you all these type of emotions. And I love being able to do that. I'm not just like a one-trick pony where I'm just, you know, people think just because I'm a big guy, I'm like, what, 6'1", 6'2". The people think that just because I'm a big guy that I'm supposed to be big and intimidating and just stand there and stare at you. It's like, I don't want to be that stereotypical type of actor. You know, I want to be able to do all this other crazy shit. So I just kind of do whatever comes to mind and just go wild with it.
Dude, even like if you look at your videos, especially like your TikTok videos, and the first thing you see is like you've got this fucking crack skull mask that looks fucking terrifying, and then you're on there doing like wee-oo, wee-oo, and it's like, what the fuck is even going on, dude? And it is just like it is so fucking welcoming, dude.
It's the exact opposite of what you expect. That's what I like about it. Me and Dozer were talking about that yesterday, how, like, you know, he has his clown character, and you think of clowns, you think scary and all this type of shit, and he's like comes out acting like a toddler, and he has his high-pitched voice, and it's like, whoa, I didn't expect that shit. So that's kind of the way I wanted to go with my character. I think somebody that taught me a lot was Willie Vaca on last week. The Creepy Hollow guys taught me a lot about the social media stuff and about being a very versatile actor. When I first started in the haunt industry, I worked at 13th Floor, and that haunt there, you know, I learned a lot from there, but it wasn't what I wanted to do because I wasn't allowed to create a character. I wasn't allowed to kind of express myself and do what I wanted to do. So I remember at the end of the season, I wanted to check out another haunt, which is Creepy Hollow, and I went there for the first time. And seeing the fucking Q-line actors out there, the way they talk shit to each other, the way they were making each other laugh, the way they were just interacting, I was like, dude, this is fucking beautiful. Like, I want to do what the fuck they're doing, you know? I want to have a cool character like that. I want to be able to do all this crazy shit. So I took a lot of inspiration from that, and I'd go into their lives, and I'd ask them questions like, hey, man, you know, how'd you come up with this? How'd you do that? Or how do you do, you know, your social media stuff on this? And I just started asking. I kind of became a student of the game is what it was. Nice. And I was just asking everybody questions and trying to figure everything out. And I ended up doing another season at another haunt. And after that season is when I kind of created my character. It was like in the off season type thing. I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I feel like I've learned enough. It's only been 2 seasons. Most people probably take a while, you know, kind of to jump in the queue line and create their own characters and stuff. But after 2 seasons, I was like, I think I'm ready, man. I think I know enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start trying to build something, put something together. I'm gonna start trying to make some videos and just see where it goes.
Well, I hate to talk about somebody else when I'm on your podcast on this podcast with you, but we talked to Willie Vodka last week, and he literally terrified the shit out of me about going to his haunt because I think we're gonna get arrested out there.
Oh no, I don't need that.
It's great, man. That's my favorite haunt to go to in Houston, like for sure. Like their queue line is the best in Houston easily. I've been to every haunt here at least twice. And the actors they have out there are fucking phenomenal, and they are touch haunt as well. So you will get grabbed and touched on all over, which is a fun part. But it's a great haunt to go
That's
to.
our favorite thing in the world, dude.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Please.
I want to go to more haunts like that. You guys work at one like that, don't you? Don't you have like a what is it, the R.O.T.N thing or something?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we work with a bunch of different haunts. Grimm has a home haunt, which is Hellbilly Hollow out in Benson, Alabama. And we have Hell Night coming up. And Hell Night is an 18 or older sexual escapade that you will be molested if you go.
It is an adult show, adult only, and it is full contact. And everybody there, everybody at the interest, everybody knows everything. You're going to know what's going to happen to you in a way. It's still going to be a surprise, but you know it's going to be full contact.
You're going to have this beautiful Grimm here on a stripper pole dancing around, and you're going to walk into the next room, and a 7'8" baby covered in KY jelly is going to put you in a wheelchair and lap dance your ass.
Yeah.
And this is a full-grown, gigantic man baby.
Wow, dude, that sounds so cool.
Dude, it is off the chain, but the one you were talking about is actually Nightmare at 3008 has a deal where if you go and ask for the R.O.T.N treatment, they will literally throw the fucking house at you.
Yes.
Wow.
We have been beaten. We have been waterboarded with fake blood. I got pushed into this giant ass mud puddle that I thought I was going to sink into. Dude, it was nuts.
Somebody was shocking me, choking me. I had hickeys all over me. I loved it. And it was so much fun. We all got tied up and beaten. It was so great.
Jesus, man. That's all in Alabama?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, dude. I need to come down to Alabama and check out y'all haunts. I hear so many great things about the haunts down there, and there's so many haunters out there that I want to, you know, go work with and stuff. It's like I need to go down there one time and just check out y'all scenes. I know it's totally different from what we have here in Texas.
Oh, it's probably night and day, even though they're still pretty fucking close. But man, when you're ready to come down here, I will take you on a tour. I'll be like, hey, Vic's working here tonight. Everybody's getting a fucking R.O.T.N treatment, goddammit.
Oh, shit. Dude, hell yeah, man. I'd love to do that because like I said, I love going through haunts. I love experiencing it. I love acting and doing all this different stuff. So being able to go somewhere like that and experience something new and like actually see it and go through it, I feel like it'd be fucking such a good time.
Well, see, what we can do is you come through, we'll let you walk through. We'll, of course, beat the shit out of you. and then after that, you'll come out the end and we'll be like, all right, mask up. You're in room number 3. Let's fucking rock the shit out of this place.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like that, man. I like that shit. That sounds cool. I'm about to definitely put that on my list. And I'm going to see if I can make it out there this year. If not this year, something I'll definitely plan for.
Honestly, no bullshit, no fucking pillow talk. You come down here, I got you, man. I will take you around. I will show you. You will work as many haunts as I can get you to.
Jesus, hell yeah, man. You'd be like a fucking what is it, an agent for me?
Yeah, yeah. Dude, if we're anything here, one of the things we aspire to be is to be like, hey, we are the Alabama haunt scene. You want into the Alabama, just come and chill with us, dude. We don't even ask for anything.
No,
all we ask for is great fucking actors, and I already know you've got the hit spot to do it, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't like to brag, but yeah, I'm pretty fucking wild.
Exactly, you fucking brag.
Yes.
Listen, you brag. You feel free to brag. You're here. You're with us. You brag your ass off.
I love it.
Because I promise, if you don't, we're gonna do it for you.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I love that. I definitely am going to plan to come down there for sure. I'd love to go around and check out all the haunts and, you know, and see how you guys operate as well too, man. Because I know you do a lot of great things over there in Alabama from what I hear and from what I see. You know, you make all these great commercials and you got all these connections and stuff. And it's like, man, it's so mind blowing to see that. Like, dude, you know, you're doing big things out there, and it's crazy to see that. It motivates me because it shows me what I can do. You know, like I could be able to talk to people and do all that type of stuff too. You know, and it's inspiring to see that.
You come down here and you get a piece of this goddamn pie, man. You are more than welcome. Not to mention the fact that if you do come down, dude, we've got a house and I rent a trailer behind us. That trailer is there just for our friends if they are in town to crash at. You don't need a fucking motel. You'll be crashing with us.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, see, that's even better. Then that saves a lot of cost then, because fucking Airbnbs and hotels are expensive as shit.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. I got a fucking horror museum with a horror trailer behind it. You come stay with us. We will film stuff. We will.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
And wait till October, dude. We're releasing like 5 or 6 shows every fucking day in October.
Oh my God.
Like it's gonna be nuts.
We're so freaking busy, but it's so fun, and we always find time to hang out with friends, and I love it.
I love that, dude. I love that. I wish I had people like that around me who are closer. Most of the content I film, I do it by myself, and it gets very boring just doing things by yourself. And it's hard to film and do things, all alone. And it's nice that y'all live together. Y'all get to do this stuff all the time. You get to make all this great content. You got all these people around you who are willing to do it. And it's like, man, I would love to be a part of something like that, to be able to have people to work with who have such great minds and can kind of, mesh together and just make beautiful fucking shit.
It's funny because Tommy Voorhees actually came back with us from CreepyCon, and he's staying in the trailer. He's over there right now, and I got him a job helping build out at City of Chaos so he can keep a little bit of money in his pocket. And dude, all I do is I will find somewhere to put you at. You will be taken care of. You will have a fucking banger of a time. I can easily promise that.
Yes. Hell
yeah, man. Hell yeah. And that's nice of to do that, you kind of go above and beyond. And that's something you don't see from a lot of people. So if nobody tells you they appreciate that, man, I appreciate that. That's a great person right there. That's a nice thing for you to do.
We fucking love Tommy, love and adore him. He is amazing. He is a great performer and everything. We love what he does and what he brings.
Super nice guy. Super fucking nice guy.
Trying to also molest me. I'm just gonna put it out here. Like, I'm just saying. Don't touch me in the face. The audience can't see it. It won't have the same like. God damn it.
Oh shit. Speaking of Tommy too, man, I want to touch on the TikTok stuff, dude. I feel bad that he got his account taken down, man.
Dude, 850 he was at when he got busted.
850,000. Holy shit.
That fucking sucks. I remember when I first met him, he was only at like 8K or 10K or something like that. He was real small, and then I followed him back, and the motherfucker just overnight blew up. I was like, holy shit.
Dude, he put out that one Jason video where he was like missing his mom. And that shit blew the fuck up.
See, this is why we don't really use blood or fake props or things. I want to go so hard on this shit, but you can't because our shit gets banned. And it's
you're so limited. Yeah,
which
is so limited, man.
That's why we take a lot of our stuff over to YouTube and do our series over there, because in the end, you have a little bit more freedom in that realm, but they're not going to push you. You have to push yourself.
Yep, exactly. And that's why I've kind of slowed down a bit on my TikToks for a minute, is because it kind of scares me because I don't know if this is going to be my last upload or not, and I want to be real cautious about the kind of content I'm making and everything that I do, because it's bad enough already that my costume, my mask, they're all fucking bloody as shit. So that's already a red flag there. And the type of stuff I make sometimes isn't exactly PG-13 with the jokes I make or the captions and shit. So
I remember one TikTok that you made about like your brother or something. That shit fucking killed the shit out of me, dude. I was like, where is this going? Oh, holy fuck.
The thing is, man, the captions really benefit a lot for the videos. From what I've noticed, if I put a funny caption or just some crazy shit nobody's thinking of, it'll get a lot of views compared to if I try to be a little more softer with it. So sometimes I take the risk. But
and I see what you do. I see you on Instagram. I see you on Facebook posting that stuff up. The best way to beat that TikTok algorithm is to use TikTok as an editing platform, but be sure to upload that shit to every other platform, because if you get Thanos'd, fuck it, man. You still got your content. The followers will be right back with you, dude, because again, like I said, you have such a magnanimous personality. You just draw people in. I don't think you have shit to worry about. Even if your account got pulled, you could get back to where you were in no time.
Agreed.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And that's something I do try to do. I try to, push my content in all these different platforms and stuff and upload it and try to be as consistent as I can. And, something that's helped me out a lot, me and Dozer talked about this last night too, was, reposting. I repost my stuff a good amount. And the reason being is because if I think a video should have did good the first time, or maybe it got fucking sensitive content or it got taken down, I repost my shit all the time. And I've had so many times where my videos would just fucking blow up the second time I uploaded. And even if I don't get the views I want on TikTok, I'll go put it on Instagram. I'll get fucking 10, 20K views on there or something, you know? And it's kind of crazy seeing that, because you're like, well, if it doesn't do good over here, maybe it'll do good over here. So that's definitely an important tip, is make sure you're uploading your shit everywhere, man, because you don't want to limit yourself to just one platform. You want to be able to
everywhere.
branch your audience out. Yep.
If one of those platforms decides to like beat you off, you should just be able to go to your platform and be like, there's all my videos, I'm fine.
Yep. And that's what I do even with TikTok lives. You know, I make sure to shout out my Instagram all the time and try to push my followers from there to come over to Instagram. So if anything ever like that did happen, you know, I do got like a little fraction of something over there that I can work with.
So let me ask you this: you got any good stories from your work in a haunt? Maybe one time you scared somebody to shit themselves or anything like that.
Those are always good stories.
Oh gosh, man. One of my favorite ones was my second season ever working. I was working inside the kitchen room and I was doing like a Leatherface type character, and they had this group of group of girls were coming through, and I remember I scared the fuck out of them back into this one family, and they started walking back in, and I don't remember what the fuck I did some stupid shit, but I turned around and just yelled like the dumbest thing ever at him. The fucking girl pissed herself right in front of me and in front of one of the managers too. And I yelled some stupid. It wasn't even scary. It was just the dumbest shit ever. And I had a manager there. The reason I love it so much is I had a witness. You know, most people say, "Oh, making somebody shit themselves and pee themselves," and they're bullshit most of the time. I had a witness, motherfuckers. They seen the motherfucker pee themselves all over the kitchen area. So I took pride in that.
It happened.
Yeah, I took fucking pride in that shit. I was so happy with that, man. Even then, just the reactions I get in Q Line. You know, working Q Line last year was so fun because I'm getting to dance with fucking people. I get man, the shit that happens in Q Line is definitely different from the inside. You know, I've been fucking groped so many times. I've been twerked on. I have had moms make out with me, dude. It's fucking insane. And yeah, man, it's something I definitely don't expect. Because like I said, somebody like me who's not out of their shell like that very much, but it's just kind of, they scare me more than I scare them sometimes. You know, it catches me off guard for sure. But it makes for a good time though, for sure. It definitely makes for a good time.
Grim constantly talks about keeping a scoreboard of pissers, shitters, hitters, pukers.
Yeah, there's been a couple to pass out. Even if it's just like really quick, it's still a point.
Oh yeah, it's good to keep tabs of that. I remember 13th floor, I had a few of those where they had panic attacks, which are pretty cool. I've kind of forgot about those till you brought it up. Where people just kind of get stuck in one spot and they're just like fucking just sitting there just shaking, like thinking you're really gonna kill them. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude! Like, damn, am I that scary? Like, you really think I'm gonna actually kill you or some shit? I'm like, holy crap! It was kind of crazy.
Like, run over to help them out, and they just start freaking out.
I'm like, I'm trying to help you. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, I'm trying to help you, man. Jesus. It's the funniest shit ever.
Okay, so I know that you do a lot, like you were talking about, drawing together a lot of communities. Can you like pound on other things that you've done? Like, I know you've got Sworn Evil put together, and I know you did the Twitch stream. Just talk a little bit about wanting that connection and how you plan on getting bigger of that connection.
Well, you know, I think Sworn Evil is going to be a big part of that, but also just me being able to guest stack at different haunts, go different places, meet all these different haunters. You know, I think that's a big part of it for sure. And just me, I think posting on social media more and trying to put myself out there is something that helps out a lot, you know, because social media nowadays is, you know, that's the way to kind of discover other haunters and other people who are like you. And so I think, like I said, for me, you know, being in person, talking in person, out of character, it'd be hard for me to kind of communicate with these people and, you know, make myself known. So I think I need to kind of do a better job of kind of putting myself out there. I think, you know, like as far as networking a little bit more, because even then I'm scared to slide in people's DMs and add them first, request them, all that type of stuff, because I feel like it's weird. I'm like, dude, I don't want to add this person and they think I'm a weirdo or some type of shit.
Oh no, I'm constantly sending different invites to things, or, you know, bring them this way, or, you know, trying to talk to them about, hey, this person does this, or, you know, whatever, what you're looking for. And sometimes they'll just look at my message or just whatever, and I'm like, well, fuck, I'm sure I come off like a dumbass freak. What the fuck? Social media is such a great and useful tool for us with connecting people in different haunts together and sharing things that I fucking love it. And I want to figure out how to utilize every social media platform to its fullest extent. And I don't know if I'm doing that, especially on Instagram. So I've got to do more research on that now. Like,
Yeah,
more
I think
interested in
it's like
crazy.
I think a lot of the hashtags and stuff like that, that's a big deal with it. But even then, you have a big following on TikTok, and so going live, like I was saying earlier, being able to go live and kind of push your followers from there and be like, hey, go check out my Instagram, plug it every 30 minutes, 15 minutes, however long you're going live, that helps out a lot because it'll help grow your following and kind of bring that reach out, man. Because if you don't do that, it's hard to bring that audience from one platform to another is what I've noticed. So it's definitely something you got to kind of promote yourself a bit. And then you guys being ROT, man. I mean, shit, everybody knows who you are. I think y'all have a pretty big reach
Not
already,
really.
man. I think so.
It
I mean,
blows
shit.
our mind, dude. When
It does.
like people reach out to us, like, how do I be rotten? And with rotten, we only have 3 rules for anybody in the world to be rotten.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 1 is never ever disparage a religion. Like, even if it sucks to you, doesn't matter. Don't disparage it. Rule number 2, never fucking talk about politics. It ain't got shit to do with anything. And those motherfuckers are crazy. Rule number 3, never, ever, ever talk shit about anybody online.
Yep.
And
That's
if
a
I
big
can
one.
get people in the community to agree to those 3 rules, I don't care what else you do. I've literally got you to a point where you're not going to talk shit. That's all I care about.
Yep. So you guys aren't a cult
The
then,
only
huh?
person I allow people to talk shit about is fucking ROTN, because fuck those motherfuckers. They suck balls.
Damn. So y'all aren't a cult then, huh? I've been hearing you guys are a cult. I've been hearing that a lot lately.
A cult? No, I have no clue what you're talking about. Now, what's a cult? Is that like the cult of personality?
A horse, baby horse.
Baby horse. Yes, we are not the baby horse, sir. No.
Yeah, it's definitely I mean, I agree with all 3 of those, man, especially with the politics and then just being a decent fucking person, dude. Talking shit online gets you nowhere. I mean, being a keyboard warrior gets you nowhere, dude.
And it's gonna get recorded, and there are a good handful of people that believe that sort of controversy is gonna drum you up views. And dude, we don't care about that. We'd rather every single person be like, oh, that ROTN reviews group, they're fucking shit, and we'll just ride that fucking wave, bro.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. Because the thing is, even with haters, that if you got haters, you're doing something right, and that's the truest thing I've ever seen, man. Because especially when it came to me making my character and stuff, the amount of people who hated on me and talked down on me and all this other shit, and to see where I am now and all these people are in the same spot they were a year ago with their characters, not doing shit still. It's funny kind of to see that where I'm at now compared to them. So
dude, that shit is fucking, to me, that is just inspiration. Like, that's free inspiration, because if somebody's saying something bad about you, then they're watching you.
Yeah,
if they're not watching you, that's the fucking problem.
Yep, exactly, man. People, I think it's just people that they want to be in the position that we're in, and they just don't put the work in. They don't put the time in. They don't have the patience for it, but they just want it to come to them. And it's like, dude, it takes time and effort. This is something you got to be consistent with. It doesn't come overnight, and you got to really put your best foot forward when it comes to this. It's not easy. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. You can't just get on and make videos and expect to go viral. You got to put out good content, and you got to be able to connect with your audience.
It's so much work, but I love the work. I love the go
well,
of all of this.
That's what we were talking about earlier before we came on, is like editing. And like, the best edit I will do is the hardest work I put in, and you'll never even notice it.
Yes.
Nope. Because the edit is just like what?
All of our videography work, video editing, he does all of that, all himself.
And the crazy thing is, an edit takes like what? You see it on screen, it's only a few seconds, but it fucking took you how long to make that one thing?
A solid day to make a guy's head pop off and blood squirt out of it, so I didn't have that scene. And I'm like, okay, the head has to move a quarter of an inch every quarter second.
Yep, that's how it goes, man. And people don't realize that. A lot of work goes into that, and I appreciate it because I know what it is. I've edited videos before, not like as high quality shit as you've done, but I used to do YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I'd edit a bit. Oh, dude, it's good. It's good. You guys make good shit. No, it's good shit, man. I love watching it.
There has been times when we'll use like a really good camera, and I'll put it into my editing program, and I'm like, ooh, this looks fucking pretty. I need some shit and vomit in here and fucking screw this up some.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, I love that though, man. I think editing is it's a skill that not a lot of people possess, and it's it's not hard to learn, but it just takes a lot of patience and time. And
Yep.
once you kind of get into that, you kind of want to perfect everything. You have a certain image, a certain way you want things to look, and you don't want to stop until you get that what's coming, what's in your brain. You want to get that out there on the computer and on the screen.
And I think my biggest problem is that my communication skills when it comes to my vision is like, you know what I mean? Just do this thing. Like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I'm like, open up and roll into my mind. God damn it.
I'm the same way when it comes to TikToks. So like the Sworn Evil ones, a lot of those are ideas that I just have on the spot. One of the haunts I worked at, I used to run their TikTok page for a while. And what we would do is I would get a group of people and I would just sit there and listen to sounds. And I'd listen to it like 2 or 3 times, like, all right, this is what we're going to do. You're going to do this, 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 and this. And I want you to do it this way and this and that. And they're like, huh? I'm like, you know what I mean? Just fucking do something, And, most of the time it ended up working out. Majority of the time it works out. But it's like, it's hard to get what I have in my head out and tell people like how to word it. It's like,
yep.
I want you to do a certain thing. I just don't know how to say it.
One of the things that really blows me away about your TikToks in particular is that you can take a standardized idea and then flip it on its fucking head. And I love the shit out of that, dude. The way you just take this sudden left turn away from any sort of like regular sense, that's what always catches me. It's like this beautiful hook that you're able to develop.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have that because you got to try to keep the watch time up. You got to try to keep the audience's attention. Whereas if I tried to do something, that's already been done 50 times and everybody's seen it, they're gonna kind of click off your video, real fast. But when I try to kind of word it a certain way or try to just do something a little bit different with it, if I can just keep your attention for just like a second or two longer and hook you, well, then you're more than likely to keep watching my video, and that's more than likely for it to, keep going up in the view count. So that's why I try to kind of do something a little bit different and kind of try to think outside the box with it.
Well, you do a fucking phenomenal, more so than I see a lot of people do, including us. You're able to take those ideas and spin them on their head and just come up with the most like out of left field crazy shit that just like tickles the back of my tonsils,
yes,
man.
You do it so well. Bravo.
Thank you, man. I'm hoping one day I get to make TikToks with y'all. That's like on my goal list right there.
When you come down here, we're going to be making all kinds of shit, dude.
I love TikTok.
Hell yeah.
So I haven't been able to do any, but I cannot wait next TikTok night, and I cannot wait to make them with you.
Oh, dude, 100%. We have a fucking blast. Trust me,
dude,
blast.
You just don't know, dude. Wait till you get down here and meet. Because I know it's one thing to be like you said when we first talked, like, oh, it's so fucking talking to you. It's so easy for us to portray a specific sort of characteristic or an idea online, and it's easy for me to talk to you through the phone and say, hey, this is how it is. But bro, when we get into person, and you'll see, like, we have no way to not be exactly what this is. This is just
yes.
I get that 100%. Once you talk online, you kind of get comfortable with somebody. It's a lot easier to do it in person. For example, I went to Oklahoma like a month or two ago, and some of the Sworn Evil people came, and I've only ever talked to them, online through the phone and shit. But meeting them in person when I first met them, it's like we've known each other, for fucking ever. It was just a cool connection. So I get that 100%. Once you kind of talk online, you make that connection, and you're used to kind of just communicating with each other. It's a lot easier to meet in person.
Not to mention the fact that when we get to go out, because we live in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. And the people in this town are not, they don't really share our same morals or views. But damn, if we are not so accepted in this community as if we are the fucking Addams family. They like love the shit out of us. And I want you in my fucking grocery store, like Vic is wild out, just being a fat.
Dude. That would be fucking dope. I'd love to see the reactions of people, especially when I start talking and going crazy and shit. They're like, what the fuck? Totally opposite of what they expect.
So let me take these last few minutes we've got with you I want you to tell everybody, every social media platform, what your name is and how they can find you.
Okay, so I got this real simplified, man. This is one of my pet peeves with people. All my social medias are all the same. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all Vic is Vile. Same thing. VICISVILE. Check out Sworn Evil as well. All the same. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Sworn Evil, SWORNEVIL. Very easy. I made sure to make it simplified, man.
Let me ask you this too. I noticed you have some Sworn Evil merch that they can find through your link tree. Do you have Vic is Vile merch also?
Yeah, there's a few shirts on there that I've made. I need to put a little bit more effort into that because I'm not to the point yet where I think people would actually want to buy my stuff, but there's stuff on there if you do want to check it out and get something, but I think I should I want to put a little bit more effort into it to make something a little bit better. But there's stuff on there, man. If you want to check it out, and go see it, it is in the link tree. So I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, so you guys, again, if you go to any of his social medias, I think it's easiest on Instagram and TikTok to find that link tree. But y'all can find his link tree. It has a link to everything. He's got merch on there. He's got where you can find him streaming with his video game platform. And dude, honestly, and I can't say this enough, I know it gets hard, and I know like it's a bitch to do it on your own, but for the love of fucking God, do not stop what you are doing.
Do not stop. And everybody check him out. Fucking do it, or I'm gonna snatch your goddamn toe beans.
She will.
I will.
She has a necklace.
I appreciate y'all a lot, man. And I love what you guys do. And I actually wanted to extend the invite to you guys as well to come on the Evil Hour, the Sworn Evil stream I do. I want to set that up with you guys if you guys are interested in that. I'd love to bring y'all on and have y'all
totally 100% interested.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man.
Just be forewarned, it will get crazy.
Oh, that's perfectly fine with me, dude. I love that. I love the crazy conversations. I love the crazy guests, all that type of shit. So I'm definitely down for that.
Fuck yeah. Well, we'll have to set that up in the future, dude. We are totally looking forward to it. Stay in touch with us about if you're able to come to Alabama. We'd love to make some TikToks. We'd love to make some series. Dude, we just love to just hang out and pick your brain some, dude.
All of it as soon as possible.
Hell yeah, man. Same here, dude. Same here. I feel like I can learn a lot from you guys, and just being able to hang around y'all would be a fucking experience I'll probably never forget. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's gonna happen.
A very true story.
Yes.
So Vic, also to say this, you agree with the rules. As far as we're concerned, you're fucking rotten, bro.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, let me say this. I love y'all fucking name, dude. I remember when I first seen it around, I was like, dude, R.O.T.N and Rotten. I was like, that's such a badass fucking name. I was like, God damn it. When I came up with the Sworn Evil thing, I was like, I want something as cool as that. It didn't come out as cool as that. I was like, dude, fucking Rotten is badass.
Rotten was actually a sort of a genesis from me growing up, where we had a production company called Rule of Three Productions because of the rule of nature and how everything is in threes. And it sort of started progressing, and I was like, well, let's shorten it. So we've got ROT, Rule of Three, and I was like, oh, fucking R.O.T.N, that's where we need to go with it. So we changed it, and it was originally Rule of Three Noir. Now it is Rule of Three Network.
Ah, okay, that's cool. I didn't know it stood for something. I just thought it was just cool. Like Rotten just spelled cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
We try to find a way, because of course Rotten Mornings is not spelled like morning time. It's like morning people, and so it was so easy to name this one. We can be like, we're mourning our dead friends.
yeah. It's a cool way to word it, man. And I love that. Like when I first seen it around and everybody on TikTok was doing the Rotten stuff, and I seen it in everybody's bios and shit. I'm like, dude, that's such a fucking cool name. I'm like, Jesus, why can't I think of that? It's one of those things like that.
It was a good handful of all kinds of different things, and then my brain goes, oh man, what's the easiest point I can get to? Fuck it, it's Rotten, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I appreciate y'all, man, very much.
We are honored to have you as a guest. We are honored to just be able to witness your amazing content, dude. And dude, as far as we're concerned, like I said, you're fucking rotten. Now, we are not like a group that's like, oh, if you're rotten, no. You're Sworn Evil, that's 100%. But as far as I'm concerned, you're still fucking rotten too, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. And I want to keep in touch with you guys, man. You guys are great people, and like I said, I love to do stuff with y'all in the future. And just, I feel like y'all are the type of people I feel like I could reach out to, if I had a question about something and all that type of thing, man.
Something else you said earlier about reaching out to different people, and you don't bug them and shit. Bug the shit out of us, dude.
Yes.
Like, honestly, we love the fucking shit out of what you do. I've consistently watched your lives and just fell in love with your personality. There is nothing you could do to like tarnish that for us, dude. We just want to do more shit with you. That's all we want to do.
Yes, I love everybody. I love seeing everybody grow together. Exactly.
I'm the same way, man. I love seeing everybody, be able to benefit from each other, make great content and just put smiles on people's faces. Because at the end of the day, this is who we do it for, the people we're entertaining. All these fucking the 44,000 people Grim has, or what do y'all have, like 20K on TikTok too, man? The Rotten reviews and all that stuff. All the videos.
I don't know.
all these people, who enjoy that what we do, man. I just love putting smiles on people's faces, and like I said earlier, just getting them out of that everyday routine and just giving you something to look forward to. I love that at the end of the day, because I know you could save somebody's life like that.
Yep.
Yes.
100%. Well, dude, again, it was such a fucking pleasure.
It was.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I still have to fucking finish curating parts of my museum. I have torn apart my house and dusted all my toys off. So
It is like busy time for us for sure.
Oh yeah, sounds like a fun time.
oh, it's super fun. Oh my god, I can't wait to nap every once in a while.
Shut your mouth, stupid bitch. Get to work.
But Vic, again, dude, thank you so much. And we're gonna wrap it up with our favorite saying. And
thank you. And
stay rotten, brother.
rotten.
Thank you, man. Stay rotten. Appreciate y'all.
Yay.
And we'll talk to you in the future, Vic.
Have a great
Thank you.
night.
You too.
All right, guys. Man, that was a fucking phenomenal interview. What a
God, it
kick-ass
fucking
dude.
was.
So much fun talking to him. We can't thank you enough, Vic, again for coming on. Vic, you are a fucking badass. If you actually can make it this far in the podcast,
We very much enjoyed talking with you and hearing everything you had to say, and it was amazing, and you have a great voice too.
and we can't wait to fucking work with you in the future, my man. We have got some big plans. Thank you all for joining us today. And sorry nobody else was here, but we've been
Thank you,
super
everyone.
busy, trying to slam these together at the last minute. So,
Yes.
but that is the rotten way.
It very much is.
So, audience, as we always say, thank you for being here and stay rotten.
Blow it out your ass and stay rotten.
We say stay rotten, not blow it out
I
your
say
ass.
whatever the fuck I want.
All right, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Blow it out your ass. I mean, stay rotten.
Stay
Fuck,
rotten.
fuck
Blow
me.
it out your ass. Fuck you, Matt.